A while back, I was on a page devoted to childhood memories, and somebody mentioned some books that they had when they were small, and they described them as being very small and very fat, um, and being text with drawings inside. And I was listening away, and then they said I had a Batman one. And this little faint bell rang off at the back of my mind. And it's like, I think I had a book like that about Batman. Um, but I still wasn't any the wiser until the person said that they were called Big Little books. And it's like, that's ringing a bell as well. So immediately Googled Big Little Book Batman, and this cover popped up, and it came flooding back. Because yes, I did own this book, and I have absolutely no idea what age I was, but this is clearly from the time of the uh, 1966 TV series or shortly afterwards. I don't think we're anywhere near, the 72, 73 renaissance of Batman, where Neil Adams and everyone came along, and it all started going more serious again. Um, and it's like, oh, I've got to have it. I've got to have it. So I have it. Um, I had to wait a while. No one here in the UK was selling this, but there was somebody on eBay in America who had it, and I think it was like in pounds, it was about £10, something like that. Not too bad. I had to wait a while, of course, for it to get across the pond, but it's here. I own it again, and this is another one of my flick throughs together because, all right, let's say this is something produced um, in conjunction with the TV series, but let's say it's like 67, 68, and let's say maybe it didn't come over here to the UK until about 69, 70. So let's say 70, right? Say this came out in 1970, then I was 8 when this came out, and I was 8 when I owned this. Um, and if that's the case, that's a, since 1970 to now, that's a long time without looking at it. So I'm looking forward to this. I don't know how long I kept it. Um, Maybe, when Batman started getting serious, I jettisoned um, um, the Batman comics. I've got a feeling maybe I did. Maybe the British Marvel comics came along and they took my focus. I don't know. But the whole point is, and the point of this video is that I've got it again, and I'm going to have a flick through. So join me as I do so. Uh, so yeah, Big Little Book. Um, Here we go. A Big Little Book. Batman the Cheetah Caper, right? And if you look on the back, we've got a bizarre burglary sends Batman and Robin on a wild chase after Gotham City's freckled foe, the Cheetah. Other Big Little books available: Mickey Mouse, Popeye, Lassie, Donald Duck. Okay. Oh, the titles below feature flip it cartoon pages backed by popular demand. Donald Duck, Bugs Bunny, and Roadrunner. I don't know what that means. Um, I'm pretty sure I didn't have any of those. I wouldn't have wanted Lassie. Um, Maybe Popeye. Maybe. Um, so it's going to be interesting to flick through this and just see if any more memories are stirred, because that took quite a bit of nudging for me to realize that I used to own this. But let's go and see if there's anything in there. The person said that it's text with drawings. And I'm pretty sure this has been done for the book. I don't think these are just um, panels kept cut out of the comics. All right. So although that does have a touch of the old Carmine Infantino about it. Let's go. I'm gonna. It looks pretty good condition. It's not yellowed too much, but I don't want to damage the spine. So I think Whoever hadn't owned this when they were little, they looked after it, or they didn't read it a lot. That's a lot of white. Look at that. 2 pages, and you just get a tiny Batman there. Let's have a look. I'll try and keep an eye on what's happening on the camera. Oh, another 2 pages of nothing. Page of nothing. Right. The Cheetah Caper by George S. Elric, a Whitman book. Western Publishing Company, Inc., Racine, Wisconsin. Wonder if we're going to get a date on this. I mean, this is the the classic Batman logo from the mid to the end of the mid 60s to the end of the 60s. Oh, here we go. Copyright 1969. All right, so it came out in 1969. So, all right, that pushes that maybe a bit further forward. Maybe it was 71, 72, so I would have been about 10. So we got chapters: Return of the Cheetah, Snakes in the Grass, Reptile Roundup, Trouble in You, Lions in the Streets, Grinning Ape, Dangerous Discovery, Sticky Trap, Face to Face, and a Captured Cat. 229 pages. But how many of them are going to be illustrations? The cobra flicked its forked tongue. No memory. Chapter 1, Return of the Cheetah. It's very large writing. The 8-foot cobra slithered across the grass at the base of Gotham City's Civil War monument. I'm not going to read it. This isn't going to be a dramatic reading. I'm just going to have a flick through. But I'm wondering what age group this is aimed at. She gave a piercing shriek. No memory. I'm hoping when I look through, as I say that strange look on Dick Grayson, that is ringing a bell. Dick felt foolish. Yeah, I remember this panel. Oh, that's good. So I have got a memory, and I remember that panel. Bruce turned on the TV set. I love you've got panels showing you him turning the TV on. Everything else that you could have showed, and it's him turning on the TV. I remember that panel. Okay. The world's fastest runner. So obviously talking about the cheetah. The world's fastest runner. That's who. He's the only man who could run the so-called 4-minute mile in 3 minutes flat. Obviously, the Flash doesn't exist in this universe. To the secret panel. I mean, this is a complete callback to the Adam West show. Flip the switch. This setup. This is looking very much like the Filmation cartoon. I thought I would remember that the Batmobile blasts off, but no, that's ringing a bell. This is no clothesline. Hmm. Again, do you really need to see Batman dropping the snake in the trunk? That's another Filmation style shot. Nervous commissioner. He's got shaking hands. That denotes nervousness, I guess. He presented the cobra. Oh, right. Oh, Robin did. Into the wastebasket. We're on our way. Hmm. Oh, that's ringing a bell. Now, why are certain panels ringing a bell? This thing where you just see Batman's cape just going through the door. Pardon my shoulders. That's a very Adam West line. No, don't remember that. I'm hoping when I see the cheetah, I will remember the cheetah, because if all I'm doing is remembering, a bit of a cape going around a corner. No, what on earth is he doing? Well, that's a complete copy of the poster, the classic Carmine Infantino poster. That's a poor Batmobile, though. Look at that. And they look pretty poor as well. This artwork's not that good. Some of it's all right, but Are you the head guard? That's an Adam West. Slap your fist into the palm of your hand. Where is he? Now, I found a jar of peanut butter. This is ringing massive bells now. I found a jar of peanut butter. Why is that ringing bells? I remember these. I remember the apes. You don't look very puzzled. That's an odd angle on that cow. I thought that would ring a bell. I always used to love seeing Batman with his cowl folded back. No, no. What are we at? Page 86, and we haven't seen our adversary yet. Get the cheetah. Come on, where is the cheetah? An innocent rookie. It's like Jimmy Olsen. Oh, and yes, now we've got this denotes losing patience. Lions in the streets. I will reread this. I want to know. I've got a memory of those apes. Do those apes come back? Because that shot earlier, I think we see more of them. That's an unusual angle of Batman. Yeah, I will read this. Um, I'd like to know just, you know, what sort of age group he's caught the lions and he's put them in the car. What on earth has this got to do with the cheetah? See, look, another jar of peanut butter. Obviously, this is ringing a bell. Batman stared at the orangutan. Yeah, there we are. These are the panels I'm remembering. A grinning ape. I've got a very, very vague image of the cheetah. He's in like a leotard thing for sure. And it's got spots on. I might be thinking of the cheetah character from DC Comics. Here we go. Batman grasps the orangutan. The beast whimpered in fright. Yeah, these are familiar. 152 pages and we still haven't found the bad guy. Some odd artwork. No, not remembering it. No, no. That looks like a fake orangutan costume. I thought I would have remembered that. Batman becoming trapped. Here he is. But that's not ringing a bell. We get a full frontal. Ooh, nope. Ah, maybe I am thinking of the other cheetah because this cheetah is not ringing any bells for me at all. Holy rifle butts, exclaimed Robin. This is so the TV show, isn't it? But if this is 69, this is after season 3, so I would have thought maybe you would have had Batgirl in it. Oh, that's the cheetah speeding through. This is Yeah. I'm remembering the orangutan more than I am the cheetah. So that is the cheetah disguised as an orangutan. Yeah. Yes. I remember that. No wonder when I first saw the glimpse of the orangutans, bells started going off. Yeah, I remember that. Nearly at the end. I was The cheetah punched insanely. No, I thought there would have been some, classic, almost iconic, seared in my memory image from in here, but we're at the end. I don't even remember the Batcopter. You think I would have remembered that? And that's it. We have a list of all the others. So Big Little Books here, Whitman Classics here, Whitman Full Length Adventures there. So there's only one Batman one. Well, that is peculiar because um, I certainly remember that cover, certainly, and a couple of orangutan images, um, you know, have stuck with me. But the rest of it, I was really thinking that there would have been something, some indelible image, which would have brought it all back to me. But no. Oh, so that's a disappointment. I mean, it's a lovely piece of memorabilia from the 60s Batman, but oh, no, it's a bit of a shame. I'm glad I've got it, but I'm glad I didn't spend too much money on it. So, all right. Oh, rather disappointed with it, but um, glad to have it again. Yeah, let's finish like that.